Ready? Welcome back to Kickin with CoolKicks. Today we got a special guest, a dear friend of mine, Qias OMAR. How are you, my boy?
Good to be here, man.
Good to see
The
you.
legend, the legend, the one and only. Qias, I don't need to tell you, man. We've been in this game for like 8 years now, 9 years.
Yeah.
Sneaker game in LA. Came from Virginia, but you've been in this game longer than us.
Decades.
Well, I mean, I've been into sneakers before I started incorporating it into my content.
Oh, okay.
But like I started incorporating it into the content like probably around the same time y'all opened up.
Yeah, you was already popular as a YouTuber.
Yeah, my YouTube channel was starting to really take off a few months before I moved to LA.
Yeah.
Which was like 2015.
Let's talk about that because
First of all, I haven't seen you in years, bro. Where you been?
I'm here, man.
Right? Free move.
Free move to us backwards. I've been around. We've been doing a lot of different projects. I've been
Yeah.
I wake up late. I go to sleep
Late.
go to sleep late. But we here still working. But when we moved here in 2015, 2016, it was
I think
a
it was
heavy.
15. It was 15.
It was 15.
Yeah.
I graduated in 2016. We
It's
moved in May.
2016. Damn,
we
time
moved in
flies.
May.
I moved here 2015. You guys moved 2016.
2016, yeah.
Okay.
When we moved here, it was it was the influencer YouTube, world at the time. Heavy, before YouTube got big. Now TikTok,
Yeah.
Instagram, all that. The early stages when you were just doing content and pranks and sneaker reviews. What do you think is different now with the new age? Because it's a completely different, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's a complete 360 in my
Yeah.
opinion, bro. It's like, first of all, there's probably like 10,000 more people doing it than before.
Yeah, it's
like
so oversaturated.
millions of people, actually millions of more people doing it now, which makes it a little bit harder.
Yeah.
But then it just really depends how you move. Like, I don't know, man. I think it's more so just like where you upload. TikTok is obviously easier to go viral and stuff like that, but it's just, you just got to study the game and adjust to it. And obviously back in like 2015 when my channel really popped off, YouTube was like the place.
The only place.
That was like, Instagram was obviously for photos. It wasn't really into videos and stuff like that. But if you made it on YouTube, then you were known as like an influencer, right?
Like before influencer, the term influencer got thrown around. Now influencer could be like, anybody with like a certain amount of followers.
Literally,
on
everyone's a
Instagram.
content creator. Literally, everyone you could think of.
Which is good. I mean, I don't hate on it. I'm not like one of those. I don't want to become one of those old heads that like, hates on the new generation and stuff like that. Like anytime people ask me for advice or like, I'll collaborate with the smallest content creator or the biggest content creator. It don't matter to me. But like, you just gotta learn and adjust. Like even though I've been doing YouTube since 2007.
Sheesh.
So I've been doing it for 16
OG.
years.
Real OG.
This July will be 16 years. So I've seen everything.
Yeah, everything. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I still learn the algorithm every single day, bro.
What's keeping you consistent? Like keep going.
Yeah.
What's keeping you the
What
hunger?
motivates you to still do it after 16 years? Are you tired of it, or do you still want to keep pursuing this?
I think I'm pretty lucky that my career has to do with sneakers because, I love sneakers anyway, right? So, and I just love filmmaking and content creation. I love creating a piece, uploading it, and seeing how people react to it.
Makes sense.
And I've always been like that since the first time I got a camera. I was probably like 5-6 years old. My dad used to film everything, like family gatherings, weddings. Like even though they would hire people to film weddings, my dad would still pull up with his camera because he wanted his own version of it. So I've always, kind of been similar to that. Is once he gave me one of his cameras to work with, I was like always filming stuff and making little skits with my family and showing them at my family parties. So we'd make these skits. Bro, I'm telling you, I used to edit on 2 VCRs.
VCRs?
You know how they did the
I
yellow,
remember.
white,
Now he's an old head, for real.
Yellow, white, and red cables, right?
Okay.
So
the 3 cables.
I hook up 2 VCRs to the TV. One of the VCRs would be like I'd record on, or that would be the final tape, and then this one I'd play it, and I had like a weird mixer, like I don't know, it was some crazy stuff.
Pre-HDMI. Before the HDMI
exactly.
cord, Qias was popular.
Yeah,
on YouTube.
before the HDMI days.
When did you get into sneakers? What age were you, and how did you get into sneakers?
I think it was like in high school, bro. Just wanting to be like fitted and be a cool kid, I guess. Even though I wasn't a cool kid, I just like always loved throwback jerseys, fitted hats, and you wanted your sneakers to match. So I think that's kind of how I fell in love with sneakers, and then obviously just basketball.
Yeah, basketball.
I
I think
was
so,
into like I got into shoes like around when the like Jordan 19s came out.
Wow.
And like so it's like those were the shoes I was going after.
Those, but
19s, 20s.
Bro,
like,
sneakerheads.
yeah. So it was more so for me just the basketball shoes, and then obviously just getting into like Air Force Ones and retro Jordans and yeah, that's kind of where I fell in love with it, but I didn't really start collecting until I started getting money, YouTube money,
so
I guess.
since you're in the YouTube content creator side and also the sneakerhead side, what do you think changed with the sneaker culture overall?
I knew y'all were gonna ask this, and this is the one question where I'm like, what am I gonna say if they ask? I mean, I like that there's a lot more sneakerheads.
Yeah.
Because like now you just see a lot more sneakers just randomly throughout the streets. Like before you see like a pair of Jordans, you'd be like, all right, that guy's a sneakerhead.
Yeah, facts.
Now you see someone, you're like, oh, maybe they just like the shoe because they saw it on TikTok
it's easier. You think it's easier to obtain certain sneakers now?
Yeah, they're making way more, right?
Yeah.
Mass production.
Think about like Holiday 11 release. They used to only do like 500 to a million pairs. Now they're doing like 3, 4.
I feel like, you know what it is with sneakers now? Not only is it mass producing, it's just too accessible. There's too many sneaker stores. StockX Go.
Yeah.
Remember when we started our first store in 2014, there was no StockX Go. You had to go through like yard sales and fucking eBay.
Yeah.
That was the way to find out where you can get your latest drip. You know what I mean?
I feel like it's like a double-edged sword though, because it's good that everyone's involved in the sneaker community. It makes it like, easier for people to comprehend like these shoes cost. They cost that much because it's limited. Now, when we first opened it, we had to explain to, older mother, hey, this shoe costs $500 because it's limited, because it's so-and-so shoe. But now it's less of that, but also a negative is those high-priced shoes, they decrease in value a lot now.
Yeah.
Like you see it with Yeezys, prime example. Yeezys used to be, $1,200 plus, hard to get. Now you get Yeezys for
retail.
Retail, anytime of the day.
Do you think resale's dying?
I don't think it's dying. I think people or brands are just making way more pairs. Like, look how many Jordan 1s released last year, and now look how many Jordan 2s they're releasing. Like, nobody wants. I mean, I like Jordan 2s. I know most sneakerheads like Jordan 2s, but it's not a popular shoe.
It's not, yeah.
So that's gonna kill the resale if they're gonna make like 16 pairs of 2s. Like, nobody's gonna want them. It's gonna sit. I just think they're overproducing shoes.
Because a lot of the newer Jordan releases, they're either sitting, especially Jordan 2s. Like the Union 2s are going for under retail.
Bro, crazy. I can't believe that. Right? That's a good ass shoe.
That's a good shoe.
It's sad. It's just.
I feel like some resale is slowly dying, but certain SKUs, certain like collabs, certain Jordan 1s, those 4s, they'll always be alive.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like a lot of shoes that are sitting now, literally a year goes by and like look at the Black Hat 4s. They were sitting at finish line, and then now they go for like an $800-900.
Yeah, I know. That's crazy.
I think resale, it's taking a toll. It's not dying because people are always going to want to, the flip will always be there. The profits always going to somehow be there. People are going to find whatever profits and they're going to try to, flip it to stores like us or resellers. There's a lot more resellers just out.
It's competitive.
Like locally.
But a lot of stores are shut down. Round 2 shut down. Cookies and Kickin just shut down.
Yeah, that's
it's
crazy.
It's just crazy. You have a sneaker store, right? San Diego, are you still a partner with that or no?
There's some behind the scenes.
Tell us. We want to know.
Tell us. Talk to us.
We want to know.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't addressed it yet, but like, when I got pitched the idea, it was like the perfect scenario for me because I didn't have to like really invest any money into it. They just really wanted to bring me on board to be a part of it, basically be the face of it.
Yeah.
Obviously I still did I ran the social media and it helped out, but there's a lot of stuff that didn't work out and that I wasn't really happy with, and it's still some stuff being figured out. But I think moving forward, I've kind of like distanced myself from it.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I haven't addressed it yet, but it was a perfect situation for me because I really wanted to be a part of a store.
Yeah.
It's just fun to be able to have your own store and just make content around it. Like every time I made a video at the store, it did great.
Really good.
People loved it. But just, some things just don't work out.
Do you want to eventually open your own store one day?
I don't know, man. I'm so focused on the content, and like you guys know, bro, every couple years there's a new platform and you just got to keep adapting to it. I just see myself really focusing on content, and another thing I really want to keep working on is the sneaker conventions. I threw my first one last year and it went crazy. So I would love to do another one of those definitely this year, but I don't know if the right, like if everything like just makes sense, why not?
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't do it in LA because y'all have that locked in already. No. As y'all can tell, Melrose ain't lasting.
We like for the competition. It helps when stores open on Melrose. I like it though. Like
Yeah.
when sneaker stores
brings
open
more people
around
to
us,
the area.
it brings more people to the area.
Yeah.
It brings more people, more shoes circulating. So it's never like we hate that someone's like nearby us or open up with us. We like it. We actually want more stores to open
Yeah.
on Melrose so you can make Melrose back. Because
people-
without Melrose, we want to be.
But a lot
us
of resellers need
regardless.
to realize it looks easy to do this business. People obviously love these type of products, but you got to create a brand. And
Yeah.
that's what people don't realize. That's why a lot of stores do shut down, is because everyone sells the same product, but what differentiates you? And you have to give people experiences.
I think that's why round 2 didn't last, is because they were popping when they had their YouTube
They're
channel.
killing
Yeah.
it.
Their shows were like 2 hours long,
Yeah.
but people
It's
were
worth-
tuning in. And as soon as like Sean and the rest of the guys kind of stopped working there, and
Yeah.
they became more of like a, behind the scenes, like,
Yeah.
you lose that connection. And I
Yeah.
think that's why you guys are doing so good, is because you can come in here and catch you here. Like, you're not Hollywood. You're here. You guys are.
He might be a little
connecting
Hollywood.
with
Just
yeah,
tap
a
it.
little bit Hollywood.
Of course, not packing.
But you guys connect with your audience, and you haven't stopped being here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You haven't stopped connecting with the audience. And I feel like that's another reason why my channel really did do well back in the day, is because I wasn't just sitting at home unboxing shoes.
Exactly.
I was on Melrose walking
Yeah.
up and
You
down,
were.
filming.
You was one of
like-
the first people that actually gave us,
Gave
more
us
of like
more
a word in
brand
it.
awareness, honestly. You
Yeah.
and Blake Linder, honestly,
Yeah.
without y'all.
Shout out to Blake. I saw Blake at Got Soul, man.
See,
He's so
I didn't see him
big.
though.
He's
I
like
didn't see
he's
him
like a
there.
grown man. He looks like
his voice
Captain
is like,
America.
yo, what up? I'm like, damn, man.
Yeah, I remember
Shout
a
out
little
to Blake,
kid, bro.
man.
Shout out to Blake.
Yeah.
Shout out to both of
BC.
you, honestly, because without y'all, y'all really pushed us.
Yeah.
Early days, y'all were shooting a bunch of content here, did events here and stuff like that. So I appreciate
They have
y'all.
the-
Yeah,
lot, honestly.
I never forget, man. Like, I used to literally, any day I wake up, I'm like, I need content. I'm heading to Melrose. So I always go to round 2, just because they were like the first store to like let me come film. Because back in 2015, bro, when you say I'm gonna film in the store, people like, nah, no cameras.
right?
Yeah.
So round 2 was super dope. And then I would always make my rounds walking up and down.
Yeah.
And Adele used to be like, yo, come film in
Please,
our
please,
store.
that's
Yes.
us.
And I would look in, I'm like, there's like 20 shoes in here. What do you want me to do with this? But
Facts.
then eventually, like, I was like, all right, let's do it. And we just like hit it off, bro. It's just,
Facts.
and y'all just kept killing it. And now you guys are the last of a
Yeah,
dying
we
breed.
pride
I feel
ourselves
like.
pride ourselves in keeping it authentic and hands on, because we seen, like, for example, round 2, still an amazing brand. Whatever
Yeah.
they did, whatever direction they're going to, more power to them.
Yeah.
But I said, once you start taking steps back and you like take the originality with you, the guys, we have a crazy team though.
Yeah.
That's why we could.
That's
create
very
space.
important
Yeah,
in a
very-
business. You need a solid team.
You need a very solid team. You need people that are going to still carry the mission, still have the same vibe, same energy.
Yeah.
I feel like what they had, I guess it was like not the same.
Yeah.
So when they took a step back, you could see it. I think they opened a whole nother store. Their staff opened a whole nother store in LA.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Syndicate.
Syndicate. Yeah.
So like majority of them, they just opened their own thing. But that goes to show like they wasn't really tied into the mission. I mean, I don't know. I'm outside looking in, but
I think it's really about like the faces, and you guys have, it just shows that working here is great because you have the same faces for years.
Yeah.
And like I watch a CoolKicks video thinking, Adil's with the celebrity, but then it'll be someone else, and I'm okay with that because
Yeah.
I fuck with the whole cast. You know what I
Perfect,
mean? There
perfect.
isn't like, oh, why is it? Like I watch some YouTube channels where like there's a main guy and then he's like reviewing a movie,
Yeah.
and then you click on it because I'm big into like Marvel, so I
Yeah, me
watch a
too.
lot of these
Heavy.
Marvel movies.
Emergency awesome.
Yeah, so then like one day I'll click on a video and it'll be another guy doing a breakdown. I'm like, nah, it's just not the
not the
same.
same. It's not the
But with
same.
you guys, it's different. It's because everybody brings that same type of energy, and I think that's again, people come in here. You might not be here, but one of them might be here.
Yeah.
And they see
And
them
they
in
have the same exact
videos.
energy.
Exactly.
We
so.
we really want energy. Energy is the biggest thing to keep us in this competitive market. We all say, like you said, we all selling the same thing,
Yeah.
same product, around the same price point. But our energy is the thing we pride ourselves on. Just keep
Facts.
us going.
Question: if you were to name 3 of the biggest resale shops in the world, what would your top 3 be? What was
Top
ask the
3.
resellers that?
Top 3. I got my own top 3 too.
that I personally like.
Yeah, just like personally like or
That I
the
love like
biggest-
going to.
Yeah,
and
love
stuff.
going to.
Okay,
Yeah.
all
obviously
time?
you guys like I got to rock with CoolKicks.
Yep.
I also got to rock with Mickey Mac Park.
That's my
yeah.
guy.
I mean,
He's
was the-
hooping tonight.
Yeah. First one to put a basketball hoop in the store,
Started,
and now
yeah.
you see it
A
everywhere.
full court.
Full court, yeah. So I got to rock with it just because it's the same thing with good vibes over there. And then third, shoot, I mean, I go to a lot of stores. I'm going based off just like homies and stuff. I
Yeah.
gotta say like Common Hype.
Common Hype.
I rock with
Shout out to
Common
them.
Hype. Yeah. Private Selection. I'm going to their spot. I headed to Dallas tomorrow, so I'm gonna stop by their store
Dope.
when I'm out there. But New York has a lot of stores too.
Yeah, tons of stores.
I never got no
Riff
stores
too.
like
I gotta
that.
show love to
Yeah,
Riff.
show love to Riff.
I haven't
The
been there in
real
years.
Legends,
though.
yeah,
I
Legends.
haven't been there in
game.
years though. But Jeff,
Are they still open, Riff?
Yeah, I think they still got their downtown location, and I think they got one in New York now too.
Damn.
We're OGs. I remember when we first moved here, we went to their spot. Like the
Yeah,
day we got here.
opened my eyes to LA sneaker market when I walked in the Riff when we first moved
They
there.
had some real
I like, hold
grills.
up,
I
y'all
was
got
like, damn.
these? Really?
Yeah.
Like samples
They got some
and
crazy stuff
unreleased.
over there.
Yeah. Oh, so our work was cut out for us
Yeah.
when we got here.
It was
It
very
all
competitive. When we
motivation.
first moved here, Mac Park was super popping when we
Yeah,
first moved
yeah.
here. Mac Park, it was a Riff. Who were other competitions?
Riff round 2, you still had to do
Flight
it.
Club?
Flight Club.
Flight Club
was
was
like
OG.
the go-to spot, but we would never buy anything from them because the
Expensive.
prices were too much. But I'll buy like a hoodie and stuff. But
Yeah,
that
Flight
was
Club.
before like I had connections where I could like hit up people and be like, "Yo, you got
Yeah.
these for me." That was when I was literally just walking in to buy stuff.
Thank
But
Flight Club. Don't
yeah.
forget about Soul Supremacy.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah,
I
so-
mean that's Bay Area, so that's
Yeah.
back home. But I gotta get
Legends
Soul
in the game.
Supremacy, bro. Their hours they're open from like 11 to 2,
That's
7
it?
days a week.
Their whole
So,
motto is
yeah.
what? What's their motto? Life is more than sneakers?
Yeah.
they
I never been to their store. I don't think so.
It's really small. It's really small, but they have they're just a good team. I got a lot of my sneakers from them growing up.
They have a
so-
good online presence, I heard.
Yeah. Oh, they
They have a
kill
lot
it on
of
eBay.
their stock is
right?
crazy.
Yeah.
Mass quantity.
They're like
They're-
OG eBay
What happened
sneaker
to
resellers.
what's that store that was on Fairfax? Soul Stage.
They're still there,
They're
right?
still there?
Yeah.
I don't really hear much about them. No, they had a real heavy social media presence with their owner was who? Who was the face of them?
I
He was real
forgot.
popular at one point.
Yeah, they were killing it. It
Before
was another
COVID.
number
Before
one when we
COVID.
first moved here. There's a pound. Was it pound for pound?
Pound for
Pound
pound.
for
But they never
pound.
opened up.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
They never opened up. It was literally next door.
Yeah.
The story about Pound for Pound with Legends for a long time, and they opened right here next door to us, but never opened.
I remember that.
They never had
I rem-
anything.
I
They just had
remember
to sign up there for the longest. Like, okay, I guess Pound for Pound coming here, dope. We're ready for a friendly competition. We want more sneakers around, but they never opened. It just
Y'all
been
put them out of business before
Before
they
they
could open.
even, and remember, we weren't even popping back then. Actually, that was like 2017.
don't
yeah,
come to the blog
2016.
unless you're ready.
Yeah, it's all about networking, and you guys always been about the network life.
Oh. Always.
Networking life.
Going out 5 times a day.
Outside, I might network tonight actually. Got some time on my hands.
Yeah.
Well, let's move to after YouTube, right? Instagram, TikTok. What's the next platform that you think you're gonna be like heavy involved in?
Right now, I'm going heavy on Snapchat because I got a creator account,
Yeah.
so that like I pop up on the Explore, and they also just started paying. So they run
Snapchat
ads.
makes a lot of money.
Yeah,
a lot of
so-
people don't know that.
Yeah, people don't know that, but like if you go watch like David Dobrik, he doesn't post YouTube anymore. He
At all.
only posts on Snapchat.
That's crazy.
Because he's like the top creator on there, so he's making millions on there. When in reality, on YouTube, he wasn't making anything. He couldn't monetize.
I've seen that. I've seen David Dobrik make a video.
Yeah.
About YouTube's the how AdSense pays you.
Yeah.
He said it drops so much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
CPM rates are horrible.
Well,
Like-
he would put copyright music in all his videos.
and
he'd
his
be
videos
like-
are 4 minutes too.
Exactly, 4 minutes, so you can't put multiple ads on it. So there was multiple factors, and his YouTube check was probably like a couple $100.
Really?
He was
so
more so
popular.
getting money from brand deals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said that.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said that in the video. He most of at first. Your views and your engagement will bring you in the revenue.
Yeah.
When he said he stopped worrying about that because he couldn't listen to the music he wanted. Or
Yeah.
He had less originality.
Yeah.
So he started doing the brand. It was him who agreed with him. It was like Fuzi Tube.
Yeah.
Who's like a OG back
Rice
in the
Gum?
day. Rice Gum.
Rice
They
Gum,
all
yeah.
like
All the face
Banks.
people,
Yeah, all
yeah.
the face people. They all said the same thing.
Yeah.
Do you think you agree?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, for me, it's been fine. I'm honestly probably making a steady amount of money now than I am. What up, man?
Roger in the building.
You good?
Chilling, man.
Roger's always late.
I'm on late. Making moves. Major moves right here, baby.
Major moves.
I think I'm doing, like, as far as YouTube money goes, like, I'm doing better now than I was when I was in my prime. And that's just because
Really?
I've learned. Yeah, bro,
You learned.
I learned. So like back then, I would only put one ad on my video. It would get hella views, but it would only be one ad. And then one day I'm at my boy Tony's house in Atlanta, and he's like, "Yo, Qias, like I know people don't like talking money, but how much money you make on YouTube?" And I was like, "All right, bro, you're one of my closest friends." So I told him, and he's like, "Me too." And I'm like, "Bro, how? I'm making I'm
more
getting way
views.
more views than you." And he's like, "Bro, because I put multiple ads." So
You didn't want
during
to
my
put ads at
prime,
first?
yeah, I didn't know. I
Oh.
thought first of all, one reason I knew you could do it, but I didn't know how effective it was.
Okay.
So I didn't want to annoy my viewers, which I still don't want to annoy my viewers, but it's kind of been more acceptable now. People
Yeah, like,
understand
people
it
used to
now.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
Like-
So Now I put like a couple ads, or not too much. I don't do it overboard, but because of that, I've kind of, I'm doing good. I could have done better back then, but it's a learning mistake. So.
Yeah, that's how it goes. We found that out too. Just link it up with like certain, YouTube companies that wanted to monetize our page. We didn't know the link the ads or link the video even meant that much until we started picking at it. Now we're like, we're super happy where we are at YouTube right now.
No,
YouTube is very powerful.
It's crazy.
YouTube
I
is
think it's
powerful.
YouTube is the most like you build a connection with your audience.
Bingo.
TikTok is just like it, swipe, move on to
Okay.
the next one, move on to the next one.
that's
Instagram's becoming the same thing. I don't even barely go on Twitter anymore. They messed that platform up.
Twitter
but,
is like all no rules.
everyone's verified
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
You can't
everybody-
go out, know what's
everybody
going on.
Twitter's
Twitter's
sick,
sick.
dog.
Yeah.
Twitter is sick, dog.
Twitter's
Twitter's a
completely
whole
like-
different world, bro.
Yeah.
But if
Bruh.
you can blow up on YouTube, that's when you have a real fan base.
Yeah,
YouTube's
yeah.
the hardest because
Yeah.
I was talking to some creator about this. They were like, if you get a million views on TikTok versus you getting a million views on YouTube, the person that, if you guys both go in public, you'll get more recognized. The YouTuber will get more recognized
Yeah.
more than the TikToker.
You're right.
Because it's short
100%.
attention span. You know what I mean?
I feel like with TikTokers, people gonna start taking that with like a grain of salt because so many TikTokers going viral. You don't even look at the user. You just look at the content.
The content.
And a lot
You
of
just
people
forget
share-
about
A lot
it.
of people share the content or repost the content, so you're not even looking at the user's name. I guess they getting the views. I don't know.
Yeah.
We just jumped into TikTok. Roger be working the TikTok for
Yeah.
us, so I don't know.
It should have been blowing up though. We just
Yeah,
started like a
TikTok
month or
is
two,
sick, bro.
2 months ago. We already had like 140K
Yeah.
followers.
Yeah.
If we had
Over,
done it
like-
like a year or two ago, we would have had like 5 million with all the content we put
100%.
out.
We already passed 1 million like views and likes on it.
Yeah, even though TikTok doesn't make money for us, we're always pushing content out because we're a brand.
Yeah.
So as long as more people just know about CoolKicks, it eventually lead to a sale if they come to the
That's
shop.
how I am too, because you never know who's gonna convert over to your YouTube channel. You can't really link stuff on TikTok, but all you got to do is just write in the caption if you want to see a full video. Go to link in
That's
bio.
what Rami did. Rami's a whole YouTube
Rami
world
joined
off of
right
TikTok.
now, bro.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Rami's probably the number one. He's killing it.
Yo,
Rami's
killing it. Rami's
Rami got the
killing
YouTube
it,
sneaker
bro.
world like
Going crazy.
stressing. Like
Scramble.
I'm cool with everybody, and people are texting me like, "Yo, why is this channel blowing up?" I'm like, "Bro, like
We have no idea.
You know,
just work.
it's
It's
just one of
entertaining.
those
Doing
things
it.
that it just works. Like you don't know why you like it, but you can't stop watching it. You know what I'm saying? But like, I feel like Rami's just has that personality that a lot of people don't have in the sneaker world. Some people are just like, oh, like 300, this, that. Rami is like
lovable.
cool. Like it's,
Yeah.
it's same thing. We go back to being relatable.
You have
Yeah,
to be
that's
relatable.
You have to
Exactly.
be
Yes.
relatable, bro. You can't feel like you're watching a robot.
Yeah,
You know?
you at least watch. You feel like you're watching
Yeah.
a friend of yours.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can link up with it, collab with them.
That's one thing I never got into. Like I never like really watched like sneaker YouTube. I don't know what it is.
I think it's grown though
Yeah.
over
Is
the
it?
last couple years from
I
like
gotta
you know
start watching
you
it.
was in there early.
I used to
bro.
watch your videos all the time. I
Yeah,
remember,
yeah. Do you
Kai
see
is
a
the only
big
videos
change?
that were there to watch.
Yeah.
That ass.
Yeah, your videos, maybe Blake.
Yeah, wasn't that
Linder.
many sneaker YouTube vloggers
I
at
feel
the
like-
time,
do you
right?
see
Or
a difference?
stores, it wasn't.
Yeah, there's a lot more people doing it, and I feel like it's kind of shifted from like just like reviews to like more so like lifestyle / store content. A lot of stores are popping off with their YouTube channels. I feel like 5-6 years ago, and I talk about this with all my sneaker YouTube friends too. So 5-6 years ago, if a shoe was coming out, you would watch my review, Tony's
yeah.
review, Seth
Yeah.
Fowler's review, Jacques Slade's
Yeah.
review. These days, I feel like you have your one person you go to that helps you understand whether or not you want to buy that shoe. And this is another thing too, is people aren't really watching the reviews to see if they want to buy it for retail anymore, because most of the stuff will sell out, or
I
the
feel like
hype
they look at
stuff.
StockX more.
Yeah.
If they want to get like
Yeah.
a good analysis on a shoe before it hits the market, they look at
Exactly.
StockX. What's
Yeah.
sold. Back in the day, there was no stock or something.
Yeah.
You had to look at, okay, this popular person in the sneaker community said yes.
And going back to like there being like TikTok and everything, is like you could see a TikTok of a shoe and that will help you decide over a 10-minute long review. So you kind of have to switch it up like on YouTube now.
What happened to my guy Yeezy Buster, man? Remember Yeezy Buster?
Right.
My dog. I
He
seen it
had a
recently. He showed his
lot,
face
dog.
more though.
You do?
Yeah, remember Yeezy?
I'd be telling him, I'm like, yo, because we were talking recently and I was like, bro, if you want to come back and you really want to like, pick up where you left off, you got to take the mask off. Or you
You
got
got
to
to.
like be like, hey, I want X amount of subs and then I'm taking it off.
Yeah.
Or else like, honestly, people are not going to care.
Yeah, people still
what I'm
don't know what he looks like, but they're not really caring as much as like the that hidden identity no
He
more.
was
Unless
nice,
you get
though.
popular.
He was ahead of his time though with the
He was
mask.
very ahead of his
Ahead of his time with
bro.
everything. He had
killing it when he
he
first-
wrote the Bible on Yeezy fake education.
Fake education, yeah.
that's
You
what
don't
right
need
here.
a legit checker. You just need to look at
Oh,
his
yeah.
page.
Right,
You
yeah.
That's
know,
what we used to
facts.
do when we first moved here. That's
like
how we
Easy
used to look at
Buster.
that page to see if it was real or fake and compare with the pairs that we would get.
Yeah.
You know, then
That's
you
just
learn it,
crazy.
and now I guess everyone knows.
like
The legit check.
secondhand.
This legit check machine. We have a legit check AI machine in the back.
No
that
way.
That we're working
Yeah.
on, like, yeah. Some
Damn.
crazy shit.
Like, literally.
From
CoolKicks always ahead of
minuswap.com.
the- ahead of the
Minuswap.
Shout out
curve.
minuswap.com. I'm going to get you involved in minuswap too.
Yeah, let me know. I'm ready.
Literally, you put
ready.
the shoe in there, and what? Just take pictures, get data.
Yeah, it's like 8 cameras and it instantly hits it. And then within like 60 to like 120 seconds, yeah. We
That's
don't own that, but
insane.
we're partnering up with that
Yeah.
company for
Yeah.
minuswap.
It
That's
shows
insane.
you that a lot of people are big fortune people are like investing in the sneakers.
Yeah.
I mean, they seeing the numbers, bro.
They see the
Yeah,
numbers.
the
Yeah.
collectible
Over
industry
$1
is
billion?
billions. It's like I think
Yeah.
it's like expected to be like 30 billion in the next couple of years.
I think that's
massive.
why a lot of content with legit checking and stuff is starting to take off more too.
Again,
though.
yeah.
Because it's just like this business is getting so much more like shine on it. Now they want to see like the
A lot of
ins
big
and outs
corporations are trying to get into this thing. Like eBay's been pushing heavy.
Yeah, and
MacPark's doing the thing with PacSun.
Yep.
There's so many brands, so many companies been reaching out to us. There's just so many platforms out there now that sell this One Knot network.
Yeah.
All these companies are out there.
And they
Trying to
all
do that.
and they all preach the same thing: authenticity guaranteed.
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Like everyone
That's
wants to
like-
know, is a shoe real? Okay, your price. The price is the second thing that matters.
But
Is
every
it real?
platform the fakes go through. I've seen
Yeah.
so many
No, that's what I'm
shoes.
saying.
from-
Oh, yeah,
Bro,
bro.
StockX lived off that.
Bro, so many
100%
people come here
guaranteed
and sell us
real.
fake shoes from StockX all the time.
I just I don't know if I should put this out there, but
Tell
I
us,
just
tell us.
recently so I haven't bought anything off StockX since like 2019, I think, and even then I think it was like a bear brick or something. It was ever since they did that like the hack happened, like all my info got
Yeah.
leaked, so I was like, bro, I
Yeah,
don't want to use this
damn.
platform, so I never
I remember
updated
that.
my address or anything
Makes
on
sense.
there. But I recently bought something that was like, I don't want to say what it is. It was like 3 bands.
But
It
it's
was
fake.
fake. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I remember when StockX set up their their
Pop-up.
Their pop-ups. They was like a buying store.
Yeah.
And they had a whole legit check process. I went there, was curious to look at the process. I'm like, you gotta say we have legit checkers that's been in the game for like a long time.
Yeah.
They before they worked here, they've been looking at sneakers, just
Yeah.
buying sneakers. You need someone like that.
Why do you think they
Shout out
like
to, look
got
at
that
JB.
much
Shout out
like,
to John. Shout out to Ryan.
Yeah.
like credibility so quick, dog?
I feel like
Like,
they
how does
just-
StockX get credibility that quick?
Yeah.
Like
It's-
over
it
people
blew
that's
up
been
fast.
doing this for years.
The more
It's a little
shoes you
fast.
own, the more people listen to you. StockX had a platform where they didn't need to own shoes. They just, third partied it out to everyone. So now you have to listen to our word because
But we're saying
the
it's
highest
100%
value.
guaranteed. You just believe it.
You gotta believe
They
it,
took
yeah.
that off though. No, it
have
doesn't say
to.
that
Yeah,
no more.
legally they can't because of the Nike lawsuit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they but that's how they got on though. Everybody was just like, I want to get these shoes. I don't know where to get them.
Yeah.
Versus
Oh, Flight Club has it for. I mean, not Flight Club. Flight Club has it for this price, but I go on StockX, it's cheaper. Oh yeah.
yeah,
I know they're real.
But
Come
I've
from
seen a few
StockX.
like, oh my god. But you gotta understand, it's coming from people. It's a third. It's like someone selling their shoe to StockX, then it's someone just going through the
Middlemaning
quick
it.
process, legit check it, then they sell it.
Yeah.
You gotta really have pride for people
Probably
that's
not
really
even
legit checking
the
it.
joint. They probably don't even know what to look for.
They
honestly.
sometimes they don't know what's looking for. They
You
just
gotta realize
hiring.
they're doing volume.
Volume,
They're
yeah.
doing
High
volume
volume,
numbers.
bro. Yeah.
So it's shit's gonna slip through the crack. It is what it is.
$3,000 worth. Yeah, nah.
Yeah,
I
wanna-
wanted to do an experiment too for a video where I buy 10 pairs of the same shoe and
From there?
see how many come out fake. But I never
Wow.
did it because the reason why I never did it is because I know someone else who did some type of StockX a video experiment, and StockX tried to come at them, like sue them or
Really?
threaten to sue them. So I'm like, bro, it's not
You
even
can't really
worth it.
sue.
I think
Can
it'll
they?
do the cease and desist maybe.
Yeah, cease and desist for
But then
sure.
that's just
Probably
like,
with their name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you can't. That's not all they gonna do cease and desist. Like, please stop. You can't press no charges.
Yeah.
They just like.
You think
please.
that's gonna hurt like other like online resale, since like they're getting all that backlash? You think that's gonna hurt like any other company trying?
I don't think so. I think the thing that StockX messed up with is their NFT thing. Remember
Yeah,
they were doing the
huge,
NFT
bro.
thing,
That
and
shit
that's
a lot of
what
people
fucked
did
them
that.
up.
that's what really I think messed them up because that's what after that Nike came after them.
Yeah.
And I just feel like StockX always preached authenticity. I feel like a lot of companies aren't really preaching it as much just because it's so hard
It's
now.
hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because even when I buy from like Goat or from an like if I'll buy from someone which I'm not 100% sure, I'll still get it authenticated
Yeah.
from like a homie. Like I'll send them photos or something. But Yeah, I just feel like StockX was just like that platform, and it's just so big, and everybody has it. Even if you don't buy from there, you still
You have it
use
on your
it to see the
phone,
market.
right.
Yeah.
So it's like all the reports and analytics. That's what it keeps them popping.
And they,
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
and they actually just recently hit me up for a brand deal. And I said, look, it would take a big bag.
Yeah.
I kept it real with them. I said, like, 5 figures. Like,
Yeah.
it would take a big bag for me to take this deal because, you know, for me, I don't take every brand deal.
Makes sense.
And if I'm promoting StockX, people are going to see through it. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
for
So I was
sure.
like, and even if I told him, I said, even if you guys did give me a big bag, the only way I'll do the video is if you let me take the shoes I buy and go get them authenticated elsewhere in the video.
Yeah, like
Guess what
that'll
happened?
help
Guess
them
what
a lot.
happened? They didn't respond to that email.
Yeah.
So
They understand
Because
that'll
that's
help
make
them a
them look
lot.
bad.
Exactly,
Yeah.
but that's how you build your rep back.
Yeah, you gotta
Is
build
that
your
not
rep.
right? Like,
Yeah.
is
You
that
gotta
not
build
a
your
good
rep on the
idea?
street. You have
If
to
you're
build your
reaching out to one of the, I wouldn't say I'm the biggest content creator on YouTube, but if you're reaching out to somebody that's well known on sneaker YouTube and you want to help get your rep back, let them do whatever they need to do. Like, don't make
Exactly.
it fake. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna make a video and be like, "Oh, StockX authenticated."
Yeah.
People are gonna be like, "Bro, that's cap. You
So
just
we-
took the bag." So, but they didn't respond back. So,
Yeah, StockX, come on, man.
Facts.
From us to you, I think you should take it because in order to get your rep back, you gotta talk to the street.
Or you just join us at minuswap.com.
hey, I'll be
Yeah,
there.
there
the
you
StockX killer.
Let's kill it.
StockX killer, label it below.
Well, you were talking about doing your own sneaker convention that you already did.
Yeah.
You were a big part of SneakerCon. I know you guys went through a little falling.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that a little bit. What happened?
Yeah, man. It's unfortunate because I had a lot of great moments with SneakerCon, man. I had a great relationship with the owners, and I wish I was still a partnership there, but they made it clear that they don't want to work with me. So I forgot what year it was, but do you remember when they launched like the SneakerCon app?
Yeah, remember
So-
that was like 3 years ago, I think. And
Yeah.
they had like the
They-
authenticity tag.
Yeah,
exactly.
Marketplace, right?
Yeah, they released their own like version of StockX.
I think it was
and
at that
stuff.
actual convention. It was
Yeah.
actually at that one
Yeah,
when they
yeah.
launched it.
So I was a part of that when they launched, and they gave me like equity in it, and you know, which I'm grateful for because you know, I before that I never got paid to attend one SneakerCon. I never got you know, cashed out. I got a few like brand deals with SneakerCon where they're like, hey, we got this company and they're gonna be at the SneakerCon. They want you to like stop by their booth and they'll pay you to pull up, like stuff like that. But I never got paid to be there.
I thought you was getting paid the whole time.
No,
Yeah,
I mean,
but
I was
to be
making
honest,
so
it
much
seemed
money
like it,
off the
huh?
merch that I was cool
Oh,
with
yeah,
it.
Dream
You know what I'm
Crew
saying?
heavy.
I was getting free hotel, free flight. You know, content was killing, merch was doing great, and I was cool with that. I
Yeah.
never, till this day, wanted to be paid to be there. I never asked for $1. But when they introduced the app, they wanted to bring me on board, and I think it was like a couple months in, the way that they were just running it was just like weird. Like they'd expect me to promote like the app without giving me sneakers to be like, hey, I got it from the app. So I'm
I
like,
see it, yeah.
there was just a lot of weird stuff. I found out that they were paying this other person who was part of the app like double what I was getting paid, and it just I kind of got upset about that. So it wasn't really about the money. It was more so about like, you know, the respect and stuff like that.
That's bigger than the money.
Yeah, so I asked them to like let me go. I said, hey, y'all can keep the equity. Like, just let me get out of this app because if I'm working with y'all, I can't be working with these other companies that are
Yeah,
gonna pay,
they're gonna
you know,
pay more.
more, and you know. So I guess that kind of
And y'all kept SneakerCon afloat for like years.
it was
Yeah.
fun, man. Like I
You started the basketball thing too. There.
yeah, I brought the
I remember
basketball.
that.
That was huge.
Game shows,
Everything.
like I got to host like Ray Allen in Hong
Hey,
Kong.
Kai's
Like I'm
good.
blessed for like the opportunities they gave me. But after I left the app, like I guess they kind of got like mad about that, and then the relationship just wasn't the same. And then I made like a video saying that I'm not going to certain because when you go to every SneakerCon, people just expect you to be there all the time.
Yeah.
And people were going to SneakerCons, but I wasn't there anymore. I decided
And
to
they probably
step
asked it
back
for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
People are, you know, buying tickets to be there, and then I'm not there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I had to make a video saying, hey, I'm not going to SneakerCons anymore. And it wasn't that I didn't want to. It's just that I was doing the same cities over and over again.
Makes sense.
You know?
Without compensation.
Yeah. So
Of course.
I stepped out, and then that was pretty much that reason. And then COVID happened, and then
Slow down everything.
Yeah, slow down everything. And they started their first event back in Dallas. I remember in 2020, I think it was in mid 2020 or 2021. So I was like, hey, I want to go. So I hit up the owner and I was like, hey, I want to pull up. Didn't ask for a flight or anything. I just wanted to see like
Yeah.
where he was at because we hadn't talked for a long time. He's like, hey, you're more than welcome to come. So I booked my own flight and hotel because I just wanted to be there. I found out everyone was going to be there. I just wanted to see everybody, you know.
Yeah.
So I pulled up. It was all good. I saw the owner. We said what's up, but it was kind of awkward. And keep in mind, like he was at my wedding. Like we were cool, we were
Right,
tight.
cool people, yeah.
And then whatever.
Who's the owner of his name? Alan? Is it
Alan, yeah. I don't know if I should say his name, but yeah, his name's Alan. And then like a couple months go by and they do Bay Area, which is my hometown.
Yeah.
So I hit him up. I'm like, hey, I want to do a pop up at SneakerCon and sell like my own collection. I've never done that before. And he was kind of like being weird about it, sending me like weird, like, you know, just half-assed text. And then
I think someone else got involved with them because they started getting really
Corporate.
corporate.
yeah.
Less
I think
authentic.
they sold to like a
had to.
big management company. I don't want to put it out there, but yeah. So I'm texting him whatever, and he's like finally responding. He's like, hey, let's set up a time to get on a call. You could pitch me your idea. So I set up a time. That day comes. That time comes. I call him. No answer. Ghost me.
Because you're sick.
Ghost me,
And now,
so-
and now I don't even hear anything about SneakerCon anymore.
Yeah, so that's pretty much after
Unfortunately.
that happened. I'm like, all right, they don't really care to, you know, fix that relationship.
Lost their
or-
star player.
Yeah, so I just kind of like distanced myself. And the funny thing is, a couple months after that, I'm still getting hit up every sneaker con, like, hey, are you going to be
Yeah.
in this one? So I put out a Instagram story post saying, guys, I'm not coming to any more sneaker cons.
Okay.
It's unfortunate. They don't want, and I said, like, they don't want to work with me, so it's
They
all
didn't
good.
reach out after this?
He texted me after that. He said, hey, let's get on a call. And I didn't respond because at that point, I'm like, bro, like,
Over it, yeah.
yeah, I'm over it, bro.
That's
like,
crazy.
SneakerCon culture kind of like
It
it's
did.
a little different now. Anyway,
We used to have fun
It used to be
SneakerCon,
like
but now,
literally, yeah.
when you went to the most recent one,
Gatso's fun.
Gatso's
I like
the one,
Gatso.
bro.
Gatso's dope.
That's the future.
Because they got
Yeah.
the
It
young
is.
kids.
They're
yeah,
killing
they
it.
got the
Yeah,
young
they're
kids,
And they're
they got, like,
young.
the
I
pit,
love
you know
them.
what I'm
Shout out to
saying? Something
Jonathan.
like that.
We're gonna do a big partnership with them next
They
year. This year.
understand
They
it.
understand.
Like, I feel like SneakerCon, not to like bash him or anything, but they're just like, oh, there's like this OG, like
Yeah.
hard-headed, like
Yeah.
mentality.
You can see it's all OGs there. Like, they don't want to
Yeah.
give up their table for the young kids. They want to sell. It's all
and
OG.
you could just see, bro, like you could see how they like their relationship with content creators and brands. It just doesn't last. Like, look how many content creators used to go and stop going, and then even the more recent ones. Like, I'm not gonna say any names, but look who's not showing up. That was there a few months ago.
That's crazy,
There's
yeah.
some big people who are literally the face of SneakerCon
Yeah.
recently who have stopped going. Like, they burn bridges.
They burn bridges heavy, and then they
Heavy,
can't get it back.
or they take advantage of people when they're in their prime, and then once they've kind of like slowed down, they cut them off, and then they move into another
They
direction.
feel like they're bringing the sneaker culture in whole.
Yeah,
Even though they're part of the sneaker culture, they feel like
Yeah.
they are like bigger than.
they bring in like all the young TikTokers too, which is cool. You know what I mean? But I feel like these young TikTokers who had just popped off a couple months ago, they don't know their value. They don't know their worth.
yeah,
So
yeah,
a free
yeah.
flight in hotel is amazing to them.
Yeah.
But give it time, they'll realize that they're not being taken
Compensated,
care of like they should be.
I see.
bro.
Like when we walked to SneakerCon last time, it was all stores set up sellers.
Yeah.
It used to be just resellers.
It was
Real vendors.
way more.
You used to be able to
convention.
go
Yeah.
and have a good time and not
Exactly.
worry about buying a shoe.
Yeah.
You would just be there for the culture.
Or
Now
even if
gotta
you wanted to go buy a shoe, it's like the whole pit action was fired.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
pit actually, the pit was
Yes,
dope. Yeah,
yeah.
like
No,
let's
that used to
auction
be
in the
fire,
pit.
but
I got
that was
you.
the whole sneaker.
That was the whole thing.
Pit.
Now the
Now
pit's
it's
all in
like-
one corner, and then you see all vendors and sneaker stores here for the StockX prices. Like,
Yeah,
not-
it's more of a show.
I'm a big fan of SneakerCon. I wanted to come back because I mean, of course, is a big part of sneaker culture. I wanted to get it right, but like you said, got something going on.
They're killing
and I
it.
like
They're
it.
killing it, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to
It's just
Gatso.
cool to be around like other sneakerheads, and I think that's the most important thing. And that's what I wanted to do when I threw my convention. Was like, we had the basketball game, we had brands there, we did giveaways. I hit up Puma, they gave us a bunch of mellows to give out for free. Like,
damn.
I just wanted to make it to where it's like you could go have fun and not worry about leaving with a pair of shoes. I feel like that's the most important thing.
Sneakers cost a lot anyway,
Yeah.
regardless. Speaking of
Right.
sneakers, and you being the legendary sneakerhead you are, what's the top 5 sneakers you have in your
Right
closet?
now,
Yeah.
or all time?
All time might be crazy to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, all time.
you
is
probably
hard.
touched
Because I
every
seen
shoe
you.
ever.
I see you.
What in
wearing
your closet
McFly's
right
one
now?
day.
What's your top 5 that you have in your closet?
I'll go with
right
my
now?
top 5 like go-tos right now. So I busted out the Kobe's today just
like
because
that.
you know tomorrow is
The
the
GOAT.
2-year anniversary since we lost the Mamba, so had to pull these out. But top 5 right now that I'm rocking heavy. Trying to think. I've been wearing my white cements a lot, just 'cause the 88 version, just because the new one's about to come out. So you can't go wrong with those.
And then anybody that make the new ones mass produced.
Yeah.
Sad, but
they'll
true.
still go crazy though.
Still
but-
go crazy, still a good shoe, but
the 88s though, they're buttery, bro.
Different.
They're so buttery.
Different.
So I've been wearing those a lot. I always rock my Travises. Been rocking the Phantom Blacks. So white cements, Phantom Blacks. I've been rocking my New Balances. The
New Balance killing it lately.
New Balance
yeah,
killing
I got a couple. I got the 2002 Rs. I've been rocking the Protection Pack. They just released another one. I think it's called like the 1906.
1906.
Yeah, it's like the same.
they
type
doing
of,
they
like,
doing good though.
Yeah, they're
Like the New
comfy,
Balance is
bro.
doing.
That's like my airplane shoe.
Those Salomons.
I don't really like Dunks. I have a few.
You don't like
pairs.
Dunks?
They don't
Everyone in
fit.
the world likes Dunks.
I got
right now.
fat feet, so it just doesn't fit.
Dunks are killing it too.
There's some great colorways, and every time I buy them, I put them on. I'm like, bro, these are not for me.
Too flat.
Oh, the Drake Air Forces, bro. Love those.
You like
I got
it? It's
two pairs
quality
of
a lot.
those.
When you
Bro,
get them in
hypebeast.
hand, you
Yeah.
see the quality in them.
I
Nah,
love
that
those,
quality is very different on
Yeah,
that.
I got
Yeah.
two pairs because I know that's just gonna be my go-to Air Forces. I've been rocking those, and then other than that, just like just slides, bro.
Slides.
Just as you get older, you just want to be comfy,
Comfortable,
bro.
man.
Wear these every day.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah,
You
I'm
got
like
Crocs
comfy.
on.
You just
Yeah,
want to wake up,
Especially
man,
when you
and
see
get
so
to
many
work.
shoes all the time.
See
It's
so many
over.
shoes. Yeah.
I want to ask you before we end this video, what's next for you? I know you're married. Are you planning on
Marriage,
having a
congratulations, my
family?
brother. I like it.
Congrats,
I
congrats.
aspire to be
Congrats,
after my
yes, sir.
networking days.
Yes, sir.
Want to be right there.
We're
We're 4 years in, bro.
I like it,
4
man.
years?
I
Yeah,
remember.
4 years in. Or this year will be the fourth. Or shoot, this year will be the 5th year actually.
Oh, time flies.
I need a
I
Cartier
remember when
ring,
you
man.
announced that you was getting married.
That's tough.
She got the Cartier.
I remember-
She gets
I
a
remember-
Cartier bracelet for every year.
Whoa.
Really?
So yeah,
Man.
last
Real
year,
wealth.
last year
Real
we
wealth.
didn't get one, but
Marriage
you know
is
what I'm saying?
expensive.
I owe her one. But yeah, man, I mean,
Planning on kids?
kids for sure. Like I've already started stacking up on the infant shoes. So for that, it's like we're not like trying, but we're also not, preventing it. We're just
Right.
letting it be in,
Dope.
God's power. And
Yeah.
when it happens, and we'll be ready for it. We travel a lot, so it's like that's just takes a toll, and you just don't have the time to sit there and calculate like
Makes sense.
this, that. Like
Yeah.
if you're married and you're trying to have kids, you understand how it works. But marriage has been great. And other than that, bro, I'm just focusing on the content and what I want to do. Like, I don't know, just every day you got to study the content and figure out what's next. And like, I know you say you don't watch sneaker YouTube, but I watch sneaker YouTube because it's at the end of the day, it's
Yeah.
like watching game footage.
Yeah,
You
still
gotta
watch
study the
it. I
competition,
can't
bro.
avoid it. It's still an algorithm
Yeah.
on my YouTube. You still see like the new, but it's different approaches.
Yeah.
What you used to do.
Exactly.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
I also
Real
want
OG.
to, this year for sure, I want to do some other businesses outside of sneakers, possibly like restaurants, things like
yes.
that. Like, I just want some other stuff to fall back on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what
smart.
I mean? Because as much as I love sneakers and content creation, I just don't see myself when I'm like 50 years old, on Melrose.
Pass it down to Junior.
You know?
You gotta pass it down to Junior.
So I want to
Years old,
start.
That's what I'm wearing today.
Yeah, I want to start setting that up now. And also I want to possibly find get a crib outside of Cali. Like, been
What
going to
area are you
Vegas a
looking at?
lot.
Vegas. And you see
Vegas?
taxes.
No
Yeah.
taxes.
We were just talking about that.
Gambling, though.
And,
Long
and
nights.
there's some beautiful cribs out there for
Dude,
cheap.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Arizona,
every
too.
time I'm going out there, I'm spending like $1,500 for 3 nights. Like,
Rooms.
bro, that's mortgage out
Right,
there. You know
right.
what I'm saying? So
It's OD, actually.
something like that. But yeah, man, just keep working, keep grinding, and just trying to come up with new content, and just keep posting content.
Perfect.
I say keep being you, man. I've seen you grow over the years.
Yeah.
Congratulations to you and your marriage. More power to you.
Thank you, bro.
Keep being, the content creator you are. Cause we like it though.
Yeah.
I know you want to chill.
Yeah.
But your
Yeah,
content
keep
is
going,
dope.
man.
It's great for the culture.
Yeah.
And appreciate you for fucking with us all
Hell
the
yeah.
time.
All
No,
the time.
always, man. Appreciate
you.
y'all
The
always
goat,
showing
man.
love,
My
man.
brother, though.
So everyone out there, hit the subscribe button.
Oh, I'll
Make
give you
sure-
another exclusive. We got a Lids collab dropping soon, so I gotta get you guys the fitted.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
Fitteds are crazy
Yeah.
now.
Even though I don't wear hats, I'll wear it for
Yeah.
you.
Fitteds are crazy right
I
now.
got
No one
y'all,
wears
I got
snapbacks
y'all.
anymore.
Appreciate you pulling
That
up.
is right,
Shout out to Vocal. Make sure to check out Spotify, Apple, YouTube. We just recently hit 12K subscribers on our YouTube podcast page.
Yes,
Shout out to
today,
everyone
yes.
supporting us, and thank you for kicking with Cool Kicks. Peace.
Working. Like it.